Hello and welcome to the Philippines, city or province. I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences in the city and the provinces, some of the unique challenges, and also just a little bit of news, bad news. The New Zealander, a foreigner, was shot and killed, was held up here in the last couple days up in Makati, very nice area of generally of Manila area. I believe this type of crime against foreigners is very, very rare, and the killing could have been avoided if he just would have given up his money and his phone, probably. But from what I've read, he tried to deflect the gun, and it guy shot. He was shot a number of times. Two guys rode up on motorbike. Apparently, one jumped off, said, "This is a holdup. Give me your money." So this is a reminder to have a plan, and maybe carry a second wallet. Carry a second wallet that you can give somebody with enough money to keep them happy. Um, generally, if you generally you are not going to do the Hollywood movie stunt and pull that off very successfully. Generally, the crimes against foreigners would be pickpocketing, where there's no confrontation. You just reach for something in your pocket and it's no longer there. Something like that, or they grab. Even Filipinos. I know Filipinos who've a friend of a friend riding on a motorbike, the back rider, and using their phone. I see this all the time. The back rider using the phone, and somebody comes by, grabs it, and they're gone. So that kind of petty theft, although it's not very petty when some of these phones are $500, $600, $700. I know a number of foreigners who carry a cheaper phone here in the Philippines when they're out and about, and then if they lose it, they lose it, and then they've got a backup phone as well. I've had a couple phones pickpocketed once by some teenagers, and I chased them. I chased them down the street. I handed a few coins to a couple, and then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by maybe 10, and all of a sudden they're running, and I reached for my phone and my wallet, and they were both gone. I chased them a couple blocks, but they lost me down some narrow street. I went back a couple weeks later and recognized one of the kids. I told him I want my wallet back, and he disappeared, and 15, 20 minutes later came back with my wallet. Money was gone, but my IDs were still there. My credit cards were still there, fortunately. Never expected to get my phone back. Basically, you should be willing, if somebody confronts you, you should be willing to give up a wallet, a phone, and just go on with your life. Live alive. And there was a Japanese guy a few years ago here and a Korean guy just not so long ago as well was shot, I think. Pretty busy street here in Cebu City, and because they would not give up their wallet. New condominium going up there. By the way, I've got over 1,000 videos. Many of those videos, percentage of those videos about condominiums. Real estate agents would grab me in the mall, 2015 and on, say, "Come and look at my condominium," and I would take videos, and it's up. You can see what you get in condominiums, different buildings. So it's a little bit of I think I'm about the only one who has all those types of videos up. I'm not a real estate broker. I'm not involved at all. Don't make money on that type of thing. That is Cebu City Medical Center, a very long delayed project they continue to work on. Anyway, back to city or province. I just want to make note that there are challenges here in the city. When we had a drought, 2019. Water became an issue in some areas, and even here in the condo I live in, they had to haul in water occasionally. You've got new City Mall there, right next to the E Mall, Elizabeth Mall, near the downtown area. I've had two different internet suppliers over the years, PLDT, and now I have Sky Cable for over a year, and my experience with Sky Cable is that they're much less reliable than is PLDT. in my area. Now, I was over, as many of you know, I was over on Bohol a couple weeks ago, and I was at the hotel there, and cable television didn't work, and I don't watch a lot of television, but I asked the people, what's wrong with it? Well, it's broke, and I asked them further, well, what's broke? What's wrong with it? And they said, well, PLDT doesn't have time to come and fix it. It's been down for many months, is my understanding. So they don't have enough employees out there. They're busy signing up new people, apparently, new service, whatever. They don't have enough employees to take care of a present customers such as that. To some degree, anyway, that's what I was told. It is rare that I've had my electric go out, have a brownout or blackout. But yesterday it happened 3 times. My electric went off momentarily, came back on within 5 minutes, went off again. Did that about 3 times, and wasn't sure what the issue was. I live in a condo, supposedly has a backup generator. Sometimes that will come on or not, but I haven't had, for many months, I have not had any brownouts, lack of electricity anyway, so that's good news. I was surprised when we took the ferry over to Hitafi in the north part of the whole island, that I had my data on my phone, and I would occasionally get a little data, and then I'd lose it. And we were taking a van from Hitafi up to Ubai. I don't know, close to an hour ride, I think, with all the stops. And occasionally I would get a little bit of a signal, but then I would lose it before I could get anything done on it. And even in Ubai, different areas, I was having a hard time getting a decent signal. Now, I know that some of you guys that live in the province have pretty good signal, and so it really varies. So it's something that you want to check out, and I'll do another video about coverage in the Philippines here very soon. I was very surprised at how bad the internet was out there. Main highway up in northwest part of Bohol. I was very surprised on the main highway that I couldn't get decent signal, even in some of the towns we passed through. What did we pass through from Hitafi? Did we go through Toledo? Maybe we went through a town or two before we got to Ubai. Anyway, even in those towns, I would only have a signal very momentarily as we were passing through, and a weak signal at that. It would be E, which is what, the Edge network, I think. I know of a popular vlogger years ago, I think over in Dumaguete, moved to an area without checking out the internet, found out there was no internet connection, no internet lines coming into the house he rented, I believe, and that he had to pay a fair amount extra to get him to run a line. So just little things like that are worth checking out. Water pressure, I think, would be another issue to really be important. I've lived in 6 different places in 7 years, and I have not had any issues with water pressure. But I know a couple other guys who have. They moved into a pretty new townhouse, for instance, and had a little bit of water. He could take a shower downstairs, but up on the 2nd level, he found that he would just get a trickle and just not enough to really take a shower there. And this is a different video, different time. This is we were going out toward SRP, South Road Properties, during the Sinologue. I just need a little extra video, so I threw this one in here. Sinologue being a huge festival in January each year here in the Philippines, and they had moved the big parade on the 3rd Sunday of January out here to SRP, and there wasn't enough transportation, so I think tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people walked. Many of them took the main highway route, and I decided to take the back way in, thinking maybe that would be a better way in. But anyway, it was a unique experience, put it that way. We walked a long part of the way, but we were able to find a electric tricycle for part of the way, and then we walked quite a ways, and then we found these guys, a couple of guys, motorbike, hobble motorbike taxis. One of the issues here in Cebu City is we really don't have a good, well, how should I put this? We don't have a freeway network, put it that way. You aren't going to get from point A to point B very quickly if it's crowded. Now, I've always described Cebu City as a small, big city, so it doesn't take that long to get across town unless there's some really heavy traffic going on during rush hour, for instance. And condominiums over there, Amalfi and San Remo, part of the Philinvest condominiums. I've done videos about those condos as well. Anyway, the important things: water, very important. Internet, electricity, very important. So check those out as you search for the various areas. And even once you find a location that you like, even right down to the unit that you're going to stay in, a long line of people waiting for the buses that were very few and far in between, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. See you next time.